Oh, it's perfect. Hey crafting friends, I'm back with another crafting tutorial, more Valentine's crafts, and today I am making the jumbo lollipop. This is filled with lots of treats and chocolate, and I'm going to show you the steps that I took to make this beautiful gift item. Let's go. Here is your craft project card. Go ahead and screenshot this for your shopping trip. And I'm heading over to Dollar Tree to pick up a variety of candy. And I think I'll choose some Sour Patch Kids. These are the heart-shaped ones, some Reese's Heart Chocolates, and a variety of others. I was looking for the mini Russell Stover ones. But heading on over to find our heart-shaped tray. They do have two different kinds. This one is the one with the heart-shaped inset. I'm actually choosing the one to the right of that because it is just flat and that works for what we need. And on over to the wood section to choose a dowel rod. This one is the only thing that I have found that is heavy duty enough to hold the tray with the candy. Also, don't forget the cellophane wrap. That is our finishing touch. So I am choosing the heart pattern one. And of course, we have to put a bow on it. All right, let's get crafting. This was just $3.99. And don't forget to take the sticker off the back as well as on your dowel rod. Just go ahead and get that removed. I thought about painting this and I felt like that would be a bit messy. It might, I don't know, it might not have came out how I wanted, how I envisioned it. So I'm going to leave it as is, but you can take some ribbon and wrap it around this, some cellophane, customize it to your liking. I'm just going to give you the base steps here to make this craft. This can be used for Valentine's Day, for birthdays, just to give as a general gift. So it does come out pretty nice and budget friendly as well for Dollar Tree items. The most expensive thing, I believe, was the cellophane wrap, which you can get the clear kind at Dollar Tree for the $1.25. I believe the cellophane wrap was either $3.99 or $4.99. I'll have to check my notes. But here I'm just using heavy duty double-sided tape and securing the boxes to the tray. Now, as I do each step with the candy, I'm going to turn it over and make sure that it is not going to fall. The one that I did prior to this, I finished it and put everything exactly how I wanted it, lifted it up, and then everything came flying forward. So definitely make sure you get a good quality double-sided tape. As you see, this one just fell right over. So I'm going to switch it up. And I also bought some glue dots, which I'll show you later. Now, I did use those in this project for the pink hearts here that you see in the Hershey's Kisses, as well as the Twix, and even tried it with the Baby Ruth because I wanted you guys to see how that would hold up. It did not hold up great. So my recommendation is to stick with the double-sided tape. You can use the glue dots from the Dollar Tree as a backup if you need to kind of slide one in to secure it a little bit more, but use the tape as your base. So moving on from our tape, these are the glue dots I was showing you, and I'm just going to walk through quickly how I use them on the smaller candies. And as I'm building this out, I want to remind you to think of how the finished presentation will look. Play around with this a little bit before you start taping things down. I did mine to get an idea of how everything would stack and lay out. But, I'm sure you'll have to move things around a little bit, as you go. but just make sure you have an idea so that way once it's on there, you don't have to pull it off and you're wasting tape. Or if you choose to use the glue dots here that I'm trying out, I'm going to go ahead and speed this up because you don't need to sit through all of the steps of me adding the candy. So let's go. All right, we are all done adding the candy, and I'm just heating up my glue gun, and I'm going to add this flower or rose I picked up from Dollar Tree also, and trim the stem down a little bit so that way it lays nice and flat on the tray. And I think about there looks pretty good. Just add a dot of hot glue. And now on to our cellophane wrap. Cut a sizable piece and just enough to allow it to drape over the dowel rod and enough room to add your bow depending on the size of the bow you're going to go with. And we are almost done. I'm going to flip this over and tape down the dowel rod to the back of the tray. For this, I am using packing tape. You can also use heavy duty glue. I didn't want to wait for it to dry, so for this video, I am using packing tape, and it does hold up pretty well. I haven't had it fall or slide or anything like that. So just grab my tape and start taping this down to secure it. And I'm going to go across and then down or vice versa. And once I have it nice and taped down and secure, I'm going to flip it over and just make sure that nothing is going to fall, that the rod is in place and that's not going to slide up or down. And just test this out a bit. I think we're good to go. And I'm just going to flip that over and start pleating the cellophane wrap around it and just making sure it is even at the bottom. All right, let's get that centered. And I'm just going to start with the sides first, pleat that in, and then work my way around, putting any extra that I have towards the back. So that way the front stays nice and neat and we get that effect of a lollipop wrapper the best that we can. whew, whatever you do, don't pick this glitter one like I did. And that's it.